Princess. I trust you paid off the guards to keep them quiet. Good. Got your satchel? Let me see what you have in there. We're not going to have a stop between here and neutral ground. Okay, good. Traveling light enough. We should be able to make good time, provided you don't get the vapors or need to have a nice princess faint along the way. Don't pretend like you've ever been out here. All things considered, I will give you one thing. The sword you're taking with you was the right choice. It's blessed steel. The only kind that can do any lasting damage against our beastly friends. Good to know you're at least somewhat informed. Are those dainty little gloves you keep wearing necessary? Keeping a good grip on your blade with those would be quite difficult if we find ourselves in battle. Whatever, stop. I don't care. Come on. We'll be traveling by raft. And if you want to avoid your father's wrath, we need to set off. Now. Watch your step. Here. We're going by raft because it's the fastest way. And a lot of them have trouble crossing moving water, for some reason. Don't ask me why. I have no clue how most of their complicated rules work. Listen, princess. Last chance. Are you ready? Are you sure? Very well. Spirits be in our favor. Off we are then. Do me a favor and don't go dipping any limbs into water while we sail. Because the Rusalki would snatch your wrist and drag you under before I could do anything to save you. It'd be a bit of a shame if you were drowned in some murky river before we even got to the neutral ground. Trust me, I've been nearly snatched by a few of them, just trying to catch a nice bath. They look like beautiful women until you look really close. Then you see how sharp their teeth are. How did I escape? You wouldn't believe me. Did I seduce them? Princess! Good guess. I wouldn't exactly say I seduced them. Charmed, more like. Traded them a few clueless bandits that had wandered nearby to laugh at my misfortune. Promised I'd say hello if I happened by. When they aren't hungry, at least. They do make for good company. Lots of stories to trade. Lots of fish to give. If they like you. If you want to gain favor with the Rusalki, then offer them something personal and cherished to their waters. It won't exactly stop them from devouring you, if the mood strikes. But you might just fascinate them enough to spare you once or twice. That brooch in your hair looked expensive. You made it? Princess. So what, you've just been practicing with a jeweler and a blacksmith from your free time? Okay, that's good to know. That you're different. I still think you're absolutely insane, mind. But who knows? Maybe insanity is what makes you different from the rest of the blue bloods pretending to run the country. May I ask you something? Why is it that your father refuses to throw his weight against the monsters? I know the reasoning that he presents in his all fancy, elegant speeches, but I want to know the real reason. You're serious. Look at you. You're telling the truth, aren't you? The Royal Army truly no longer has someone who can bless the steel needed for weaponry against them. Throwing soldiers at them now, they'd be wiped out without mercy. It's impolite to interrupt a conversation, you know? I don't feel good about having to draw a sword on a curious river maiden, but I am not in the mood to play right now. You will leave, and you will leave with this message. This woman before me is not to be toyed with. She is in my care. She is mine. Do you understand? Sorry for the interruption, Princess. Her? She was a young one, I think. Simply curious and unaware that some humans can be quite dangerous. She'll tell the others, and any who inhabit this river will know within the hour. We should remain unbothered. Spirits be in our favor. Now, to get back to business, you have a blessed sword. If the lone wizard you had left is gone, how did you... You've worn gloves since we met. Take one off. I'm not asking, Princess. Well, I am asking one thing. I'm asking you do not force my hand. Your forearms to your fingertips. I know this mark. I've seen crystallization like that only in a wizard or witch who has made a deal with a patron's blessing. Here, give me your hand. Purple laced with black. Interesting. You made a deal with a patron of arcane knowledge directly. I don't exactly know their names. That's for their servants to know only. And I know you may not speak it to me, but I do know this pattern. An old woman who tried to protect the village the first time nobility failed us had the same markings. Now I understand. You wanting to learn all the jobs of all the people in the castle. The price you paid was the same as hers. You have an insatiable hunger to learn. Am I correct? Forgive me, Princess. Did you not expect the warrior to be so astute? Well, I do appreciate that you are, and have been, holding back on asking me a million questions about myself, despite your affliction. I suppose that must actually be difficult for you. I'm an interesting man, am I? Yes, it's true, I am still holding your hand. That is true. Am I going to let go? Probably should. Part of me is simply fascinated feeling the power in this one hand thrumming through mine. The other part is admittedly enjoying seeing you get all flustered. When will I get the chance to mildly torment nobility again, after all? Really, I can hold it as long as I want. You're no fun. Fine, have your hand back. Princess, you don't have to wear those gloves around me. The symbols woven into them suppress your power, I know. And I'm sure you might think your hands and forearms are unsightly, but they're fine. Anyone with a brain will see them and will see a person who's made a sacrifice. One that they themselves would be far too scared to make. I must ask, how many spells have you managed to learn thus far? 2? Just 2? Oh, I'm sure they are very strong, Princess. Not trying to tease you. I know the ritual to make the deal is quite painful. Excuse me? Did you just say that going into the Agni mine was worse? The mine with the giant iron-eating spiders. You and I apparently need to trade stories. Did your father not lose his mind with you growing up? Doing all of these things right under his nose? I bet he yelled at you all the time, saying you were giving him chest pains. Hearing that alone almost makes this mad little mission of yours worth it. It's always nice to hear about the nobility being miserable in some tiny way, of course. Oh, I bet it has plenty of misery. Sabotage, backstabbing, always putting on a mask and playing mental games. A family that would sell you for a nice enough title. I mean, if we come back from this, what awaits you? A prince from some foreign land you've never met? Well, it's good to know you got some choice in that. Even if you're stalling for time at this point. I'm sure there are plenty of people who would tolerate your condition. Craving knowledge and adventure aren't the worst sins. And any man who loved you enough would take you out to defeat a dragon and let you wander his library and goods to your heart's content. He'd take you to places you'd only just heard of so you could get lost together. I mean, that's what I would think, at least. I am not quite the poet. Shh, be quiet. No, I mean be quiet. We're not alone. Draw your weapon and put your back to mine. No, it's not them. I'm not sure what yet, but I know it means harm. I'm hoping some of that thirst for knowledge included a desire to learn to fight. Good. Then get ready. Watch my back, Princess. I swear, I'm gonna haunt you if I get backstabbed.